Hello dear students, good morning. This is Khadar handling JEE and NEET classes of E4U. Okay, in this previous lectures we have been discussed the content in electrochemistry. Now today in this session we are going to discuss some questions okay, from electrochemistry MCQs. Okay, now let us start with first question. Question number 1. Okay, the standard electrode potentials of the three metals. Three metals are given X, Y and Z. Okay, standard reduction potential values are given. X is given here 0.52 volt. Okay, next one. Okay, Y is given minus 2.87 volts and Z okay minus 0.44. These are the three metals are given. Am I correct or not, dear students? Okay, now what they are asking, the order of, please arrange the order of reducing powers of these metals are. Okay, now already we know the small concept according to electrochemical series. Okay, the arrangement of metals according to increasing order of their standard reduction potentials is known as electrochemical series. Now the most, already we discussed there, the most negative SRP, standard reduction potential, which is having the stronger reducing agent, strong reducing agent. Okay, next one we already know the most positive SRP value, which is having the stronger oxidizing agent. Okay, they are asking ask us to arrange reducing powers of these metals. Most negative, what is the most negative, dear students, here? Minus 2.87 or not, that means Y will be the greater. Next, okay, next negative value here Z value here minus 0.44. next Z value will be, next one X 0.52. that is the order of, that is called as decreasing order of their SRP values. Most negative, that is most reducing power. Okay, Y Z X, option C. Correct, dear students. Next one, come to the question number 2. Okay, in the electrolysis of aqueous solution of copper sulfate using copper strips as anode and cathode, the anode reaction is. Okay, now aqueous solution of copper sulfate using copper strips. Okay, aqueous solution of copper sulfate. Okay, what is the electrodes, dear students? Copper electrode. It's not a platinum. Platinum, it is comes under inert electrodes. No, already we know this one here anode. Okay, in how to write the products also we discussed there. Next one cathode. Cathode represent with here negative. Here anode represent with, dear students, positive. This SRP value should be very less. Here SRP value should be very high. Next one, at anode what will take place, dear students? Oxidation. Here at cathode reduction takes place here. Okay, first of all, aqueous copper sulfate. Okay, in copper electrodes, first of all, what type of ions is present? Cu2 plus ions is there or not? Cu2 plus, next one SO4 2 minus sulfate ion. Next aqueous, that means here water. Next one more, what electrode you are taking, dear students? Copper. These are all the things. A plus means what ions will be attracting? Sulfate ion. Okay, next one water will be common. Okay, next one what electrode? Copper electrode I am taking. Copper electrode. They are asked us to what is the reactions at anode? Okay, anode reaction alone we have to consider. Okay, now if the water is getting oxidized, its number according to ECS, electrochemical series, which I gave you in the second lecture, 21. Next one copper, if you take it here, its sequence value number is 16, but in case of here 23. SRP value should be very less. SRP value should be less. Here water, sulfate and this one. Which one is the less SRP value here? Copper only, no. That means copper here getting oxidized. Cu gives rise to Cu2 plus 2 electrons. This is the reaction at cathode. Option is Cu plus 2, Cu gives rise to Cu2 plus 2 electrons. That is option here B. Next go for second question. Okay, third question. Next slide. Next question. Okay, third one. Okay, write the Nernst equation and EMF of the okay, following cells at 298 kelvins. Okay, that is the question number 3, dear students. Okay, what they are asking, first write the Nernst equation and EMF of the cells at 298 kelvins. Okay, now question number 3, if you take it here. Okay, now what they are given, dear students, when magnesium, okay, okay, first of all getting oxidized, first of all I am writing the reactions here. Mg gives rise to Mg2 plus 2 electrons. Mg2 plus concentration is given here. Okay, next one we can write here. Next one, Cu2 plus gives rise to Cu2 plus, sorry, 2 electrons is gained here. Cu2 plus after gaining 2 electrons here, this is the anode reaction, this is the cathode reaction. Anode, what will take place, dear students? Oxidation. Okay, at cathode what will take place, dear students? Reduction. Am I correct or not? Cu2 plus 2 electrons gives rise to Cu, that is the solid. Am I correct or not? Next one, how to, okay, do it this one, just have a check it. Okay, now according to that one, okay, we have to write here, okay, overall reaction. Then I can write it here, Mg, okay, plus Cu2 plus gives rise to, because these two electrons will cancel. I am writing the net reaction, gives rise to, okay, Mg2 plus Cu solid. Am I correct or not, dear student? This is the overall reaction. Its concentration is given now. Okay, Cu, okay, Cu2 plus is given, okay, 0.001, that means here 10 power minus 4 molar. CK, Mg2 plus, dear students, 0.001, that means 10 power minus 3 molar. Okay, now first of all what they ask us to calculate the EMF of the following cells. Okay, EMF the cells are not mentioned, dear students, please, okay, you have to note down here E naught of Mg2 plus 2 Mg, this value is given minus 2.37 volt. Okay, next one, E naught of Cu, okay, 2 plus 2 Cu is equal to here plus 0.34 volt. Am I correct? First of all we have to calculate here E naught cell. E naught cell is equal to, already we know, dear students, okay, E naught cathode minus E naught of anode. This already we know the formula. Am I correct or not? Then E naught of cathode, which is the cathode here, reduction takes place here. Okay, now Cu2 plus to Cu, this is the reduction or not? What is the reduction value is given? Plus 0.34. Next one, E naught of anode, how much, dear students? Minus plus 2.37. If you take it here, 2.37, 0.341172, 2.71 volt. This is the E naught cell value. Am I correct or not, dear students? Okay, next one, what they ask us to, okay, calculate, dear students. Okay, Nernst equation, apply the Nernst equation. Okay, now we got it here. Nernst equation is equal to here E cell is equal to E naught of cell minus 0. I can consider 0.059 and I can consider as 0.06 by n logarithm of product concentration divided by reactant concentration to the base 10. Okay, now E cell is equal to, okay, E naught cell, dear students, 2.71 minus 0.06 divided by, okay, n value, how many electrons got transferred here? Mg2 plus 2 electrons. Okay, logarithm of, okay, product, which is the product, dear students, in this reaction? Which is product? Mg2 plus or not? Concentration of Mg2 plus, how much given? Concentration Mg2 plus 10 power minus 3 is divided by here concentration of, okay, this one reactant 10 power minus 4. That implies I can write here E cell is equal to 2.71 minus 0.03, okay, into, okay, I can write it here 10 power minus 3, I can write it here, okay, log 10, correct? Then I can write it here, then that implies E cell is equal to 2.71 minus 0.03, log 10 value 1. Okay, now if you take it this one, okay, 2.71 0.03, what will happen here? Minus here 8, here 6 here, that is equal to here, dear students, okay, 2.68 volt. This is for, then E cell is equal to 2.68 volt. This is the answer for, okay, answer first one come or not? Okay, next one comes under here. Okay, second in that same is given Fe to Fe2 plus, okay, concentration is given H plus, okay, 1 molar, and this one is given. Okay, now we can take it this one here. Okay, direct I am writing here reaction Fe plus 2H plus gives rise to Fe2 plus H2. Okay, Fe2 plus, okay, first of all you need to calculate here E naught, okay, cell value E naught, okay, of Fe2 plus to Fe is given. First of all you can calculate here E naught, okay, cell is equal to E naught of cathode. Which is the cathode, dear students, here? Okay, now plus 1 to 0, that is okay, hydrogen, okay, E naught cell for hydrogen already we discussed in reference 0.00 minus, okay, its value is given here E naught of Fe2 plus, okay, minus 0.44, that means 0.44 volt, that is equal to 0.44 volt. This is the value. Then how to calculate here? Okay, we can, okay, note it, okay, you can see E cell is equal to, I can write it here itself, E naught cell 0.44 minus 0.06, correct or not, divided by how many electrons here transfer? Okay, 2 electrons, I can write directly 0.03 into logarithm of, okay, now which is the product? Fe2 plus. Fe2 plus concentration how much is given? Okay, 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3 divided by, okay, hydrogen concentration, dear student, 1 molar divided by 1. Then we can take it here. Okay, now E cell is equal to 0.44, okay, this one A power, okay, m, then m log A to the base C, then directly it will come here. Okay, 3 into 0.03, I can write here 0.09. Then if you take it here 0.44, 0.09, here 13.5, okay, this is approximately this value here 0.53 volt. This is the answer 0.523. Okay, this is the answer, dear students. Please note down, we can continue. Okay, dear students, discussion got over. Now you understood how to calculate EMF and okay, Nernst equation. Next one, you can go for question number 4. Question number 4. Calculate the standard cell potential of galvanic cell and also calculate okay, del G naught, that gives free energy, and equilibrium constants of the reactions. Calculate the standard reduction potentials. Okay, now first of all, what the equation is given? 2Cr3 plus. 2 Cr solid plus 3 moles of cadmium 2 plus in the aqueous. This is gives rise to 2 Cr3 plus, this is an aqueous medium, plus 3 moles of Cd. Okay, now you can calculate directly here. First of all, E naught cell. Okay, now you can take it first of all formula. What is the formula, dear students? Okay, del G naught is equal to minus NF into E naught cell. This is the, dear students, formula, Gibbs free energy. Del G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. First you need to calculate here E naught cell is equal to E cathode. Which is the cathode, dear students? Here chromium 2 plus 3 oxidation. Here this is the, okay, cathode value, that means cadmium value is given here minus 0.40. okay, next one minus of, next one this value is chromium plus 0.74, correct or not? That means here 0.34, that means plus 0.34 volt. This is the E naught cell value. Then we can first calculate, okay, substituting this formula here, that implies del G naught is equal to minus NFE minus NF, okay, E naught cell. E naught cell we calculate, dear students. N value here number of electrons transfer, okay, in redox reaction studied. Here 0 to, okay, plus 3 only is there, no sir. But how many moles of chromium, dear students? 2 moles. 2 into plus 3. Total number of electrons transfer 6. Okay, minus 6 into 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 into, okay, E naught cell value plus 0.34 plus 0.34 volt. Then you can, if you calculate total, how much will be, okay, 6 into, okay, 96,500 into 0.34, that will come here minus 196,860. This is comes under, dear student, joule per mole. But if you want to take it here, okay, in kilojoules, minus 196.860 kilojoule per mole. This is the del G naught value, dear students. Please remember. Okay, this is the change in Gibbs free energy. But if it, okay, is it completed? No. But what they are asked us to calculate again, okay, E naught cell value calculated or not? Calculate one part over. Next one, del G naught also calculate. Next one, okay, equilibrium constant of the reaction. The formula we know, del G naught is equal to minus 2.303 into RT logarithm of Kc to the base 10. We want this value, log Kc. That implies log Kc to the base 10 is equal to minus del G naught divided by 2.303 into RT. Okay, that implies del G value minus, dear students, this is the joule per mole. You can consider here minus, here minus, plus is, I am writing 196,860 is divided by 2.303 into R value 8.314 in terms of joules I am taking, because it is also in joules. Joules both will cancel here. Okay, now this is the joule per mole. If you take it here, mole inverse, this is also in terms of joules, Kelvin mole inverse. Okay, next one, T value, okay, room temperature 298 kelvins. Okay, now if you take it here 196,860 divided by, okay, if you take it here, okay, 2.303, okay, into 8.314, okay, into 298. If you take it like this, then how much will come? 6860 divided by, okay, 5705. Approximately will come, dear students, okay, here 5705. This value will be, okay, 34.506. This is the, okay, this is, dear students, okay, logarithm of Kc value, but this is not a equilibrium constant. Okay, Kc, that implies, okay, Kc is equal to anti-logarithm of 34.506. Already you know how to calculate log and anti-logarithm values. Whatever the value is given, you can easily calculate without having any confusion. 34.506. Before the digit, how many number is there, dear students? Okay, 2 numbers is there or not? 34. 34, we can make it into powers here. 10 power 34. Next one, okay, 0.506. 0.506, if you check it in the anti-logarithm, approximately it will come here 3192. Approximately. Okay, then sir, where we have to put the digits, sir? Put after the one digit here, like this. 3.192, and for example if you calculate here, if you want to calculate anti-logarithm of, okay, anti-logarithm of 250.96, okay, 2 like this is there. I want to calculate this one, sir. Then how to do it here? Simple. Okay, before the digit how many number is there? 3 number is there. You make it into powers. 10 power 250 into 0.96 you can calculate, okay, anti-logarithm. 0.96 mean difference here 2, or 0.96 we have to check it in column 2 number, we will get something value x here. This is the way we have to calculate. Now Kc is equal to here, okay, equilibrium constant 3.192 into 10 power 34. This is the, okay, is given or not, dear student? This is very important in board exam. Okay, now go for next question. Question number 5. Now in this okay, consider the following relations for EMF of an electrolytic, okay, electrochemical cell, not electrolytic cell, electrochemical cell. Okay, question number 5, if you check it here, question number 5. Okay, now what is okay, relation they are given? Okay, in theory part also we discuss EMF of the cell is equal to oxidation potential of anode minus reduction potential of cathode. If you check the options you will get confused. First of all you have to write your own formula. Okay, now EMF, okay, electromotive force, okay, EMF of the cell, okay, is equal to here. What is the, okay, in previous lecture we discussed the E naught of, or else we can take it first of all, okay. Now standard reduction potential value of, okay, cathode minus standard reduction potential of anode. This is the general formula, correct or not? Because E naught of cathode minus, already we know E naught of cathode minus E naught of anode. Okay, now since we know, okay, in which electrode we have taken as reference, dear students, hydrogen or not, then already we know when standard oxidation potential value is equal to minus of reduction or not, minus of reduction. This value you have to remember, this point. Then that implies here standard reduction potential of cathode, then SRP, in place of SRP I can put it here minus SOP or not, minus plus here SOP of anode, correct or not? Next one I can take it here, reverse standard oxidation potential of, okay, anode minus, okay, standard oxidation potential of cathode, because cathode anode both are the different electrodes, correct or not? Then you have to, first you have to write this one, from there you have to find the, okay, options. Standard reduction potential of, okay, first oxidation potential of anode minus, okay, reduction potential of cathode, wrong. You can check it, option B, EM of the cell is equal to oxidation potential of anode, oxidation potential of anode plus, okay, reduction potential of cathode. Then this one is correct, option B also correct. Next one, EMF, the option C, EMF of the cell is equal to reduction potential of anode, reduction potential of anode plus reduction potential of cathode, wrong. Next one, option D, if you check it here, EMF of the cell is equal to oxidation potential of anode, oxidation potential of anode minus, okay, oxidation potential of cathode. That means, dear students, here option B and as well as option D, okay, both B and D, which one? Okay, 3 1 1 2, okay, 3 1, okay, what is the option? 2 and 4, option D. Okay, dear students, this is the way we have to identify. Okay, next go for question number 6. Okay, if the E naught for a given reaction has a negative value, which of the following gives the correct relationships for the values of del G naught and equilibrium constant? Okay, we know the relation, dear students. Del G naught is equal to Gibbs free energy, change in Gibbs free energy is equal to minus NF into E cell. What they are given? If the E naught value for the, okay, this cell is negative, this value becomes here negative, I am taking. Simple, you can take it here, del G naught is equal to minus NF, this value you can consider here negative, that means obviously positive. Del G naught is equal to positive. Del G naught value is positive, then what about here? Del G naught value which is greater than 0 or less than 0, dear students? Greater than 0. Then if you calculate this one, if you identify, then we can omit 2 options. Option C, option D is given less than 0, that okay, that either it is option A or option B only, answer will be okay. Next one, what about equilibrium constant value? Take it here, del G naught is equal to minus, okay, you can consider minus 2.303 RT logarithm of Kc or Eq, anything you can consider. What is this Kc value we want? correct? And what about this Kc value? Already we know this del G value positive. Then log Kc to the base 10 is equal to positive divided by here negative. Okay, that means directly I can write it here minus of 2.303 into RT. That means here Kc value should be okay negative or not. Kc value negative, that means here K equilibrium which is less than 1 or not, or less than 0, anything you can consider. Okay, then what is the value here? K equilibrium which is less than 1, that is delta G greater than 0, K equilibrium less than 1, that is option A. Okay, like that you have to calculate, dear student. See, based on formulas also they will ask the questions. Okay, just you have to note down the rules. Next one, question number 7. The E naught values of the following reduction reactions are given. Okay, question number 7. What is given, dear students? E naught values are given. E naught, okay, of this one. Okay, what they are asking? Okay, what will be the free energy change for the reaction Fe3 plus like that. Okay, Fe3, okay, first what is given reaction Fe3 plus 2, okay, electron gives rise to here, okay, Fe2 plus, how many electrons got transferred, dear students? Only one. Then already I am writing here, I can consider this is del G1 naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. They are asked us to calculate the change in the, what is the change, okay, Gibbs free energy for the reaction, following reaction. Del G1 is equal to minus NF E naught cell. Then del G1 naught is equal to how many electron transfer? 1 electron. Faraday I am writing as it is F into, okay, E naught cell how much given? 0.771. That means here minus 0.771, sorry, this is Faraday. This is E1 value, del G1 value. You can take it here, del G2 naught is equal to, what is the, in second equation, Fe2 plus 2 electrons gives rise to Fe. How many electrons transferred, dear students? 2 electrons or not? Then I can write it here minus NF, no, minus 2 into F, okay, del, okay, E naught cell minus 0.447. That means here approximately here, okay, minus plus here 0.89, okay, 4 Faraday. This is the del G2 naught value. Then they are asking what will be the free energy for the reaction, third reaction. Fe3 plus 3 electrons gives rise to Fe solid. Then you can take it here, del G3 is equal to del G naught plus del G2 naught. Okay, this is the, because they are asked us to calculate for the third reaction. Then del G3 naught is equal to del G1 value, where minus 0.771, okay, Faraday. Okay, next one plus 0.894 Faraday. If you take it here 4, here 3, okay, 3, you can write it here 2, okay, 8 minus 1, okay, 1, here 0.123 Faradays. Okay, now you can take it here 0. Okay, if you take like this, it's not visible, check it here, del G3 naught is equal to 0.123 into, okay, Faraday, 1 Faraday value is given, dear students, okay, 96,485, 96,485. If you calculate here, approximately how much value will come, okay, 0.123 into 96,485, that is 11867 point, okay, 655. Okay, this is for, dear students, joule per mole. This is joule per mole. If you take it here in the kilojoules, 11.867 kilojoule per mole. Del G naught, okay, del G3 naught. This is the value. What is the option here? 11.867. Option here, dear students, B. Okay, dear students, please note down. We can continue. Okay, dear students, we can continue further. Okay, next question number 8. E1, E2 and E3 are the EMF of the following, okay, galvanic cells are represent, okay, respectively. Okay, now they are asked us to calculate which one of the following is true. They are asked us to identify the relations between 1 to 3 cells, galvanic cells. Question number 8. Okay, already we know, okay, we can take it here. When we have to use the Nernst equation, dear students, when the concentration of the two, okay, electrolytes are different, then we have to use Nernst equation. Okay, now I can take it directly. Okay, E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0519 divided by N. Okay, logarithm of product concentration. I can take it from that everything here. Okay, concentration of Zn2 plus by concentration of Cu2 plus to the base 10. Okay, now I can take it, this is the E1. E1 is equal to, okay, E naught cell minus 0.0519 divided by N value, dear students. In all the cases, N value is equal to only, because, okay, number of electrons gains is equal to number of electrons lost here. Okay, same 2 logarithm of product concentration, dear students. Which one is the product? Zn2 plus how much given? 0.1. Okay, I can write it here, 10 power minus 1 is divided by how much is given? 1. That means E naught cell minus 0.0519 divided by 2. Okay, I can take it here, minus of minus plus log 10 value 1. That means I can take it here, E naught cell plus this value or not. Okay, next one I can take it for second reaction. Okay, zinc becomes Zn2 plus, concentration are given different, 1 molar. Cu2 plus concentration is given 1 molar. Simple. E naught cell minus 0.051 divided by 2 logarithm of, okay, concentration how much? Both are same, no? 1 by 1. 1 by 1 means here log 1 value 0. Then I can consider E2 is equal to E naught cell. This entire part becomes 0. E naught cell minus 0. This is the second galvanic cell. Next one, third galvanic cell. Zinc 2 Zn2 plus, concentration 1 molar. Cu2 plus to Cu is a Cu2 plus concentration 0.1. Okay, now E3 is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0519 divided by 2. Okay, logarithm of, okay, 1 divided by 0.1. Okay, 1 by 0.1 I can take it here towards up, no? Okay, that means here 10. That means here E naught cell minus 0.0519 divided by, okay, 2 log 10 value 1. That means, dear students, here E naught cell even, okay, this one E naught cell plus something value. Here E2 is equal to just E naught cell, because this entire part becomes 0. Okay, 0. Next one, E naught cell minus 0.051 by 2. Then what is the, okay, more value? For example, if you take it here some 10, E naught cell plus 10. Here E naught already 0. This one you can take it here, E naught cell minus 10. That means you can take it here. This is the lesser value. That means, okay, which one is the greater here? E1 cell, which is greater than. Then here, this is E2. This is E naught minus value E3. This is the answer. E1 greater than E2, which is greater than E3. That is option, okay, B. Okay, next one go for, okay, question number 9. Okay, the lambda m naught value for the NH4Cl, okay, that means molar conductivity. What true? Okay, what law, dear students? Okay, very good, Kohlrausch law. Okay, the molar conductivity of an electrolyte at infinite dilution is equal to the sum of the molar conductivities of, okay, cation and anion. That is Kohlrausch law. Okay, lambda m value for NH4Cl NaOH given 130, 248, 265. What they ask us to calculate for NH4OH. Okay, lambda m naught for NH4OH. First of all, just you write, this is the weak electrolyte, weak base. Its dissociation I am writing lambda m naught of NH4 plus lambda m naught of OH minus. How to write the expression, dear student? They given the 3 strong electrolytes, NH4Cl, okay, NaOH and NaCl. Okay, now this NH4 plus ion will come from where? From there. Very good, NH4Cl. It's NH4Cl. I can write first expression, NH4Cl plus OH values. This hydroxide ion will come from which electrolyte? NaOH. Lambda m naught of NaOH minus, Okay, now finally NaCl will not come from anything here. That's why we have to make it subtract. Okay, that means this value is given. NH4Cl value how much? 130 plus NaOH value 248 minus that value 126.5. Correct? 130, okay, 248. How much here? 378.5, 126. Sorry, this is 0. How much, dear student? 5, 7 minus 1. Okay, 1 here 5, 3 minus 1, 2. 251.5. This option is given. Okay, that is option number here A, 251.5. Okay, next one, the same slide, question number 10. A conductivity cell has been, okay, calibrated with 0.01 molar. Its ratio is given electrolytic 1:1. The specific conductance K is equal to 1.25 into 10 power minus 3 Siemens centimeter inverse in the cell, and measure resistance. Resistance given. What they have asked us to calculate, the cell constant will be. Okay, now this is the electrolytic conductance. We discuss all the resistance, conductance, everything. Question number 10. Okay, cell constant. First of all, we need to understand here conductivity K is equal to 1 by rho or not? 1 by rho. Already we know the formula. Since here, okay, rho is equal to RA is divided by L. Am I correct or not? That implies I can take it here 1 by rho is equal to 1 by R into L by A or not? L by A. Am I correct or not? Then 1 by rho is equal to K. Can I consider here? First of all, we need to just change the formula. K is equal to 1 by R into L by A. This is the L by A which is comes under, dear students, okay, cell constant. Cell constant. Okay, now how to take it here? Now K value is given. K value how much? 1.25 into 10 power minus 3 Siemens centimeter inverse is equal to 1 by R. 1 by R value, dear students, 800 ohms. 800 into L by A value, just I am considering here G star, cell constant. Okay, that implies G star is equal to, okay, 1.25 into 8. I can take it here into 10 power minus 1. 10 square, this one. Then you can take it here, G star is equal to 1.25 into 8. How much will be? Okay, 10 into 10 power minus 1. That you can take it here, G star is equal to 1. So, okay, what is the units, dear student? Centimeter by centimeter square, that is 1.00 centimeter inverse. This is the cell constant value for this, okay, 1.00 centimeter inverse, option number C. Okay, next one, go for question number 11 in the next slide. Question number 11. Okay, which one of the following has the highest molar conductivity? Okay, diamine. First of all, okay, we need to understand the formulas here. Based on that only you can write it here. Highest molar conductivity. Option A, what is given, dear students? Option A. Okay, diamine dichloroplatinum. Diamine dichloro or dichloridoplatinum. Its oxidation state +2. Okay, next one comes under here, okay, B option. Tetraamine dichlorido cobalt 3 chloride. Tetraamine dichlorido cobalt 3 chloride. Cobalt oxidation number, okay, here just we can discuss in coordination compounds, dear students, okay, in inorganic chemistry. Next one, question number, okay, option C here, potassium hexacyanopherrate. Potassium hexacyanopherrate or hexacyanopherrate. Okay, oxidation 2 only, no, so S2. Next one, option here, okay, D, what is given? Hexa aqua, okay, chromium 3 chloride. Hexa aqua chromium 3 chloride. Chromium 3 chloride. This is the D option. I am writing here option E, potassium hexacyanopherrate. Oxidation 2. Oxidation 2 means K3 FeCN 6 times. Okay, dear students, among this all the coordination, okay, complex compounds here, coordination compounds, which one has the highest molar conductivity? Okay, here diamine dichlorido platinum, here tetramine dichlorido cobalt 3 chloride. Next one here potassium, okay, hexacyanido ferrate 2 ion here, okay, hexa aqua. Then you can take it here. If you dissolve in the water, how many ions will be forming here? Okay, then how many ions, dear students? Only one. Correct or not? Because there is no counter ions here. Okay, we can study in coordination compounds. Next one, if you take it here, this entire complex plus here minus total how many, dear students? 2 ions is forming. Okay, next one, come to the here, this one hexacyanido, okay, potassium hexacyanido ferrate 2 ion. Here how to decompose here? 4K plus this entire complex FeCN C N 6 times here 4 minus here 4, this entire complex 1, that is equal to, I am writing here total ions here 5. Next one here total number of ions, dear students, okay, here plus here 1, total ions here, okay, 4, here 3, here plus 1, 4. Next one comes under here also, okay, here how many, dear students? 3 plus 1 is equal to how many? 4. Okay, which one has the highest number of ions? Okay, that will be having the, okay, already we know the number of ions is present in the solution, then it's obviously its conductivity also increases, conductivity also increases. Here 1, 2, here 5, here 4, here 4, then which one is the greater? Okay, this is the option number here, okay, option C, this is option 3. Okay, next question number 12. Okay, I am writing here. Question number 12. What is the amount of chlorine liberated when 2 amperes of current is passed for 60 minutes in an aqueous solution of NaCl? What is the amount? That means they ask us to calculate, okay, weight, amount of chlorine liberated when 2 amperes. I value is given, dear students. I is equal to 2 amperes according to Faraday's, okay, first law. Okay, the amount of the electrolyte which is deposited at the cathode, okay, or electrodes is directly proportional to the, okay, electricity. Okay, amperes is equal to is given, time t is equal to 60 minutes. Time always should be in seconds. 60 into 60, that is equal to 3600 seconds. Am I correct? They ask us to calculate W. W is equal to question mark. Formula we know. W is equal to, okay, Z into I into T. Okay, Z value how to calculate, dear students? This is electrochemical equivalent constant here, equivalent. Then W is equal to how much weight? Okay, what is the W, how to calculate? Already we know. Okay, sorry, Z. Molecular mass or atomic mass is divided by 96,500 into its valency factor. That you can consider here. Chlorine, no, chlorine atomic mass how much, dear students? 35.5 is divided by, I am substituting here, 96,500 into, okay, valency factor 1 only, no, chlorine 1, okay, into I value here 2 into, okay, now time 3600 seconds. Okay, now if you take it here, okay, these two cancel here, okay, 71 into 36 divided by 965. Am I correct or not? 71 into 36. 36, 6, 42, 3, 21, 6, 5, 5, 2. Am I correct or not? W is equal to 2556 divided by 965. Am I correct or not? Approximately how many times, dear students? 2 times here. Okay, if you take it here approximately, okay, 2 point, okay, 6, 4, okay, something grams will come. 2 point, correct or not? 965, if you take it here approximately 1900 will be here, remains same. Okay, remains if you take it here 2.64, answer will be, check it here, option number here, dear students, C, 2.648, that is. Okay, dear students, please note down. Okay, next question number 13. Okay, now check it. If 3 Faraday electricity is passed through the solution of silver nitrate, copper sulfate and RS RE chloride AuCl3, the molar ratio of cations deposited at the cathodes will be molar ratio. They ask us to calculate ratio of cations deposited at the cathodes will be. They are given here 3 Faradays. Okay, they itself given 3 Faraday of electricity is passed to the solution. What are the solutions here? AgNO3, next copper sulfate, next AuCl3, RE chloride. Okay, first of all, only we have to consider, dear students, cations alone. Okay, Ag plus. Okay, what are the ions will be here? Silver only, no? If it reduction, what will take place here? Silver. Take it. Next one, copper. This one, Cu2 plus ion only, no? Cu2 plus 2 electrons gaining. What will form, dear students? Copper solid. Next one, if you take this one, Au, oxidation state here plus 3, here plus 2, here plus 1. Am I correct? Au3 plus 3 electrons if you gain, okay, then what will it is forming here? Gold, Au. Am I correct or not? Okay, check it here. This is 1 mole. Okay, next one here also, dear students, 1 mole, and here also forming here 1 mole. Everything is 1 mole. Here how many electrons here? 1 mole of electrons. Okay, the charge which is carried by 1 mole of electrons is known as a Faraday or not? That means here what, my dear students, here 1 Faraday or not? 1 Faraday gives us to how much mole of silver is forming? 1 mole only, no? Yes, 1 mole. How many Faraday we have to pass here? 3 Faraday. That means obviously we know 3 moles is forming. Am I correct or not? Okay, this is. Next one, come to the here copper sulfate case. Okay, now here how many moles, dear student? It is 1 mole. This is 2 mole. This is 1 mole. 2 Faradays of 2 moles of electricity. That means here 2 Faraday. 2 Faraday of this 2 is forming here how many, dear students? 1 mole of copper is forming or not? 1 mole of copper. But how much they given? 3 Faraday. How much will be? Okay, X is equal to 5, that is 1.5 mole of copper is deposited at the cathode. Next one, come here, 3 Faradays. 3 Faradays which is comes under which is gives to 1 mole of Rm. Am I correct or not? Since is given 3 moles, same. How many moles here forming? Only same 1 mole. Okay, they ask us to calculate ratio of cations deposited at the cathode. Now how many moles, dear students, here? 3 is to here 1.5 is to here how many moles? 1. Am I correct or not? Then option is there are 3, 1.5, 1. There is no option. That's why I multiply here by 2. Everything. You will get this 6 is to 3 is to 2. 6, 3, 2. That is option is given here, dear students. D. Okay. Next one in the same slide, question number 14. Okay. This is about the batteries. Among the following cells. Okay. Leclanche cell, nickel cadmium cell, and lead storage battery. Next one, mercury cell. Primary cells are, already know, primary cells are generally it is non-rechargeable batteries. Okay, what are the things main, especially it is comes under Leclanche, and previous lecture we have been discussed in Leclanche cell and mercury cell. Leclanche and mercury cell, that is 1 and 4. 1 and 4, that is option D. Leclanche and mercury cell which is comes under primary cells. Secondary cell generally what are the lead storage battery and nickel cadmium battery. This is question number 15. The charge required for the reduction of 1 mole of permanganate to manganese permanganate ion to manganese dioxide is what they are asking. The charge required for the reduction MnO4 minus 2 MnO2. First you need to calculate oxidation number here. Already we know X plus 4 into minus 2 is equal to minus 1 or not? X is equal to plus 7 oxidation state of manganese here. If you calculate here X plus 2 into minus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to plus 4. Just check it, dear student. Plus 7 to plus 4, how many electrons got transferred? 3 electrons or not? 3 electrons. For the charge which carried for 1 mole of by 1 mole of electron, that is equal to Faraday. Okay, here how many moles of electrons are transferring? 3 moles or not? That means here 3 into Faraday. This is the 3F. That is option here B. Okay, dear students, I hope everyone understood. Okay, this one, first of all you need to clear all the concepts from the electrochemistry. Then after you need to solve number of MCQ questions from that given lecture. Okay, thank you dear students. Okay, please study well. Thank you.